Clay's water in the garden.
Got to water through the top today. We haven't had any rain in a few days. It looks like it wants to, but that's fine. So I'm picking a few cherry tomatoes here and there. That one right here. I'm going to water the top of the buckets, and water will run down through the buckets and fill the trough too. Been pretty dry. Normally you don't have to do this, but it doesn't hurt every once in a while. Gives you a chance to check your plants over. Some of the leaves are starting to wilt a little bit. It's been super hot.
We've been trying to get things done in the morning and then relax the rest of the day because of the heat. We have air conditioning, but we don't half the time turn it on just because we get cold quick too. Probably our blood is thinning from working out in the heat. So you got tomatoes growing.
Yeah, see there's a few of the leaves on these bean plants are starting to wilt a little bit. So I wanted to give them a little extra water.
We're not used to this 90 to 100 degrees up in upstate New York.
Well, usually in upstate New York you're getting rain at least once a week. Sometimes twice or three times a week. This year's been, not complaining that we had the sunshine and nice weather, but it doesn't do your garden much good when you're filling the trough right up, so I don't even have to do any of that.
And if it rains, it'll just overflow.
Yeah, that's all.
Which will water the grass or something.
Can't hurt it. Might help it. Got a cucumber coming in over here.
Oh, cool. For some reason, I didn't think we grew fruits this year.
Want to get them where they're still collecting the water before they dry up and shrivel up. Celery still looks nice.
Yeah, if you didn't see the video on blanching the celery, which is basically putting a tube or something
around the outside.
Yeah, check that out.
Peppers are getting enormous.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even see.
Look at this one down here.
Now, are these the Fulgur, right?
These are the Fulgur jalapenos, yeah.
They're not hot. And this is celery.
We'll give the celery to the end of the month and harvest that.
So we don't get really any bugs or any animals eating our garden or weeds. We have a few weeds, but that's about it.
Just maintaining the water mainly.
It's like a house plant, pretty much. Isn't it?
Yeah, house plant garden, there's that. You've been watering your garden from I should have got these staked up. The weight of the plant is just tipping them right over, but look at some of the peppers on these things. These are jalapeno peppers.
Maybe
they will turn red.
When we go grocery shopping, you probably need to pick up some of those stuff to make some of those on the grill, maybe, you think?
We got the cream cheese. All we have to have is the...
You better check that cream cheese. It's been in there for a while.
Still sealed.
I hope so.
Should be fine. We only had it a week or two. Sits in the stores longer than that. And when I get done, I'll check the troughs and make sure they got it all full. Water my whole garden in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason I wanted to do it this early is because it's supposed to get over 90 today.
Oh, is it again?
Yep. And the way some of these are wilting, I just can stay on top of it. We're almost ready for harvest on some of it. And
I think even if I didn't hurt my hand this year, we would have probably not got a lot done just from the heat, you think? Hard to say. It's been so warm.
those mini bells are all coming in nice.
Are these soldier too?
No, these are mini bells.
Okay. What's the difference?
Mini bells are the ones that change all them you get in the store, all them ones with the different colors. So we get some nice peppers there.
And
that nice one right there coming on.
If you didn't see that video, because it jogged my memory when you said that, he just got them from the grocery store.
The peppers I got from the store and saved the seeds.
This probably...
Yeah, they're all getting kind of wilty here.
Gotta tie those up, huh?
Yeah, I should. I'll let them come back a little bit before I do that.
Drag this all the way from the house, this hose. Not that far.
Give them a day, they'll all spruce back up. But they need this water. Especially if it gets super hot today.
Mm-hmm. You know, I put some of my houseplants in where the chickens used to be and they were closer to the ground. They look like they got buggy and things like that compared to the ones that were on the deck. So you can see if this is up more, how that would affect everything. But I'll just clean off those houseplants. They haven't been out there that long.
This one definitely needs the water.
It's kind of, it's not smiling.
That's what I mean about those buckets. They get brittle. They break right out.
We'll have to
you want to get the rubberized ones like you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. And you could tell the difference by looking at them. If they're the rubbery type or just hard plastic.
It's like, why sit there and put all your money in the seed and dirt and do the kneeling down, and when you could take that extra time and just build something like this?
I don't think it was extra time.
No, I don't either. I think it's shorter in the long run.
Because I had the whole garden in a day, and if you have to rototill and pick rocks, and you're there for a good 2 or 3 days just prepping your garden, and that's not even planting or weeding.
But even if they bought 1 bucket a week in the winter, stored them up for the spring.
Have some more tomatoes ripen, and we're going to have to get picked off here. I picked 4 of them off the other day.
But even if you were to buy 1 bucket a week right, in the winter. And then in the spring, put your money into the...
Well, you have to know how many buckets you're going to need.
right.
Each one of these 10-foot troughs will hold 9 buckets, so that'll give you an idea how many you need.
And you might want to pick up the buckets at Home Depot if you want the good ones. If you want to...
Or Lowe's.
Or Lowe's. If you want to try it and get the free ones, go to the bakeries and get them from the icing section or the bakery section. They will give them to you, usually for free. And then Clay has videos on how he built his system. And it's... How much do you think it costs to build this entire system?
I haven't put the numbers together, but in the long run, if you have to run a rototiller...
I mean, do you think it was less than $100?
If you have to run a rototiller...
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
And buy gas and everything else, it's a lot cheaper.
But don't you think this would cost maybe $100 if that, to build the whole thing?
The buckets is what's going to cost you.
Okay, yeah, the buckets are going to cost
you. And the soil.
And the soil, but as far as the wooden thing and to get it up and the rain gutters, you're talking 2 by whatever and rain gutters.
Oh, my onion thing fell. Let's pick that up.
But you'll have it set for your life, and you know what I mean? Pretty well, not maybe life, but you know, for years.
I'll water these from this side.
And you can sell your rototiller.
Let me set that bucket back up before I do anything. Got some nice tomatoes coming out.
Oh yeah.
What the heck? Oh no. They're in. The other one's in.
Yeah, I do think this is less time in the long run, definitely. I mean, less money and everything in the long run, don't you? Once you set it up, it's...
Less time, too.
It's like getting a sewing machine. You can sew it all by hand or just do it the fast way. But that's just our opinion. I have yet to hear someone that has done this type of system that didn't like it. Don't you think?
I didn't invent this system. I watched several different videos and just took the
Put your twist on it.
Little bits and pieces together and changed a few things, and this one works for me. So
there's a ton of videos. Some people call it rain gutters, some people call it bucket systems, some people call it self-wicking. But this is the one that Clay felt was the best for us. But we watched a lot of different videos. You didn't watch a couple videos, you watched a ton of videos before you did this.
During the winter I watched them.
Yeah, so like...
I did my designs on paper.
This was, well, how many years have you been doing this? What, 4 or 5?
I've been doing this for about 5 years.
Yeah. So this isn't like something we just did this year. We've been doing
like
this.
I said,
We're
it's not
sold
like
on
I
it.
invented any of it.
No, we didn't invent it at all. We just were showing you.
I just took bits and pieces of different people's videos and put it to my needs.
And that's pretty much, you know.
Some people were doing the raised beds, and I couldn't see why you're still bending over, you're still planting, you're still hoeing and raking. You know, more power to them if that's what they like to do, but...
I mean, you got to find out what works for your family. Every family is different.
And your body, I mean,
right.
I can't do the bending as much as I could years ago. So I do it for my needs.
Some people use like some kind of grow bags, but I think this is like for us, we feel like the buckets from Lowe's, the system, the rain gutters, you don't have to water, you don't have to weed. I mean, they're going to have all kinds of people doing things, but this is, we feel like we perfected it for our family. So sometimes you see things and you just got to put a spin on it to make it work for your family.
Now I'm going to check the troughs. I started on that end, so I'll start on that end to top them off. That one's full.
But our channel pretty much is, you know, we're teaching you life skills, things we think are going to help you so you don't end up wasting time, money, energy. We don't monetize our channel, so we're not in this for a profit. We're in this to keep ourselves busy and social as we get older, right? And of course, if God gives you knowledge, you know, share it with other people. And some of you guys may know things we don't know, and we can learn from you too. You're never too old to learn. But our channel is about just teaching life skills and things you think you may be interested
This
in.
water from the top pretty much filled these. I'm just going to top them off because the locals take a lot of your water. The birds, the honeybees.
They use this as a drinking fountain, the wildlife does. It's so cute because they benefit too. So if you have beehives or you like bird watching, this will help you too. But we just love this. And I know, you know, repetition, you know, I used to do some teaching, you know, teachers always like to repeat to kind of get it in. But honestly, guys, we want to teach you life skills and we want to learn more things to ourselves. So,
well, while I'm still on this earth, if somebody can learn something, it, well, makes me feel better.
And we're not in it for money, because we're in it for fun. Gotta do something with your time, right?
Yep.
So now check this out too. If you're older and you don't have a YouTube channel, do it. It's great. It's fun.
Well, you might be able to help somebody out that doesn't have a YouTube channel.
And you might have wisdom that you could share with me or share with Clay or share with somebody else. You know, you have experiences that we haven't had, so we need you as part of the YouTube community. Take a leap of faith and get a YouTube channel.
Helping each other.
Exactly, and it's a sweet family.
Especially as crazy as this world's getting.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't worry about things. Just be happy every day and enjoy your day and don't worry about things. Learn the facts and move on, right? I usually clean and then I leave it up to my husband to tell me the news these days. I watch the news with him sometime. I usually just say, you watch the news and I'll get some things done. But he does things too, but sometimes if I'm doing girl stuff, right, baby?
I'd much rather be outdoors, but I can't take the heat.
No.
Not like I used to.
That's where when you get older, that's your time that you teach the next generation. And then that's what you should be doing. You should teach them, you know, to help them in the next part of their lives. Can't take it with you, right? It's like the little old ladies that used to never tell the secret family recipes, then they die and the recipes die with them, right? Might as well share with the next generation.
Even if they wanted to keep it secret, they should have wrote it down
somewhere to give to one of their family members or somebody.
Next generation.
Right. Pour your lives in other people. That's the true money and wealth in life. Even though YouTube money might be good for some, the real wealth is the help you do for others. It's not all about you, right?
Guess they should come through and trim some of these tomatoes.
Oh, I kind of like that. That looks cool. No, well, you need
Yeah,
to...
but if you don't get rid of the suckers, they take all the juice away from the
Oh, they do?
main plant, and then you don't get the tomatoes. All you get is plant. It's like a house plant.
I wanted to build a system like this for me in the front for some other plants next year. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. We've been 19 minutes into that last one. Remember, big or small, you too can be a backyard farm. God bless.